Welcome to the Spice Route. We are going to show you today how to make Thenga Thogayal or Kobbari Pachadi in Telugu. This is a common dish that is made both in Tamil Nadu and Andhra. And the ingredients that we are going to use for this are very basic. This whole thing can be done in about 5 to 7 minutes flat. We have chana dal, about 2 teaspoons. We have about 5 to 6 red chilies. We have about 6 or 7 leaves of curry leaves. We have about half a teaspoon of jeera, about 2 teaspoons of urad dal, about a small, less than a lemon-sized ball of tamarind. We use the fresh tamarind in this case because we need to roast all of these ingredients. And then we have hing, we have mustard seeds and jeera for tempering, and we have frozen fresh coconut. So we're going to use all of this and make the Thenga Thogayal or Kobbari Pachadi. So we have a pan here, very small pan. I'm going to add about 1 spoon of oil, 1 teaspoon of oil. Probably is a little less than a teaspoon of oil for all practical purposes. The first couple of things we're going to add to the oil is almost heating up, are the urad dal, the jeera, and the chana dal. The red chilies and the curry leaves are to be added later and along with the tamarind. So we add these first. And what we do is we roast them just a little bit until they get brown. So while this is getting roasted, and the oil is already hot, so it is starting to get roasted here. And we will now add to this the dry red chilies. Notice that I have not added the tamarind or the curry leaves. In fact, the curry leaves will be added after we switch off the flame. Right now, it is primarily the pulses and the red chili that we are going to fry in a teaspoon of oil or roast in a teaspoon of oil, however you may call it. And we will add the other stuff in about a minute or so. So now it has been about a minute, and then we're going to add the tamarind, and we're going to just fry the tamarind as well along with the pulses. Not for more than 30 seconds. It does two things. The heat makes the tamarind a little less harder, and it will also help enhance the flavor quite a bit. We are now going to add another very important ingredient to this, which is hing. Just to give you some background on the hing, this is about a quarter of a teaspoon of hing here. I just want to show you the hing here. It is LG. In Tamil it is called Perungayam, in Telugu Ingwa, in Hindi hing, and in English asafoetida. We have been using this LG hing in our family for over 40 or 50 years, and this is the best hing that is available in the market, available in all Indian stores. So if you can find it, please buy this. Finally, we're now switching off the flame here, and we're going to add the curry leaves, and the heat of the pan will automatically fry the curry leaves to a large extent. And what we do is we leave it on this before we actually grind it. You would notice that it is browned up fairly well. This is not at the point of becoming completely black. It is brown, and this is what adds a lot of color to the Kobbari Pachadi. Alright, so we have a small mixie jar here. We're going to add about 1.5 cups of fresh frozen coconut, and this has been thawed outside for almost an hour. This because we don't want to put it in the microwave to thaw. So we add this, and then to top that up, we add all of the fried stuff that we have into this same mixie jar. Remember, we also have to add a little bit of water in order for it to grind, otherwise it'll become too dry. The whole concept of the pachadi is to grind it with a little bit of water. Once we put all of this in, we will add a little water, about quarter of a cup of water, in order to grind this whole thing together. And we will see you have to grind it coarsely. You shouldn't grind it very finely. So you can see that happening in about 2 minutes. Prior to grinding, I need to add salt to this mixture. I'm adding about 1.5 teaspoons of salt because it's not too much that we are making. Actually, you know what? I'm going to add another quarter of a teaspoon right there. And so we're going to grind this now, coarsely grind it, and then eventually put some tempering on it, or tadka, and it'll be. So we have our coarse ground coconut pachadi, or what we call as Thenga Thogayal, or we use this for eating with rice. Technically, this is not something that is used with dosas or anything. We will now add some tempering to it, and that is what adds a lot of flavor to the pachadi that we have here. It is Kobbari Pachadi that we call in Telugu, Thenga Thogayal in Tamil, and this is a fabulous combination for what in Tamil it's a fabulous combination for rasam. In Telugu, my wife is Telugu, by the way, and we eat it in the Telugu land with just neyi and rice. So we're going to add some tempering to it, and then it'll be ready. So we're doing the tempering now for the Kobbari Pachadi or Thenga Thogayal. I added about 1/2 teaspoon of oil. In that, I'm going to add about 1/4 teaspoon of mustard seeds. Let the mustard seeds splutter. Just this, probably going to take about 10 seconds for it to start spluttering. When you get closer, you will hear the splutter. It has already started spluttering. I'm going to add 1/4 teaspoon of jeera. And I'm going to add 2 red chilies and a whole bunch of less than 1 teaspoon of urad dal for this. Allow this to just fry out a little bit. I'm going to add about 1/8 teaspoon of hing. And that's it. I took the tempering and I put it in our pachadi here, or the Thenga Thogayal. So what we've done is just mixed it up with the tempering, and you could make this with green chilies as well. It is equally tasty. It adds a different flavor. I made it with red chilies today, but green chilies are equally good as well. Enjoy cooking this at home. And please do subscribe or click the bell icon on this video. Thank you.